US and Russia are going to talk peace with Saudi Arabia to end the war in Ukraine.
We will listen to our American interlocutors and of course we will be ready to respond. Then we will report to our leaders who will decide on the next steps.
US Secretary of State Marco Rubio and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz are all set to meet Russian negotiators in Saudi Arabia. There would be a third US negotiator, Steve Witkoff, a billionaire real estate developer and a friend of US President Donald Trump. Witkoff was in Moscow last week to secure the release of a US teacher imprisoned on charges of marijuana possession, and he spoke to the Russian president.
I think he wants to stop fighting. I see that. We spoke long and hard. Steve Witkoff was with him for a very extended period, like about 3 hours. I think he wants to stop fighting. They have a big, powerful machine, you understand that. And they defeated Hitler and they defeated Napoleon. You know, they've been fighting a long time. They've done it before. And but I think he would like to stop fighting.
But Ukraine is not part of this talk in Saudi Arabia.
Maybe there is something at the table, but not on our table. So I didn't see any invitations, envoys, and etc. from Ukraine to meet with some other envoys. But anyway, envoy, this is that national. I mean, it's security advisor, and so we don't have any papers, any invitations.
One of the three American envoys, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, reached Riyadh for the talks on Monday morning. But it is clear that the US believes in talking with Russia directly in the absence of Ukraine and its major supporter, the European Union.
That's one of the reasons I'm here talking to people. One of the reasons we're going out, we're doing it, to making sure that their positions are well known, that when we go into these positions, they're well stated. Now, that may be great, like fingers on a chalkboard. That may grate a little bit, but I'm telling you something that's really quite honest. So if you, part of the problem that we looked at when you looked at Minsk too, there was a lot of people at the table that really had no ability to execute some type of peace process, and it failed miserably. So we're not going to go down that path.
Volodymyr Zelensky and his wife reached Abu Dhabi on Monday. This is Zelensky's first trip to the UAE since the war began. In a statement on the Telegram network, the Ukrainian president said that the priority of his visit was to return more Ukrainians from Russia captivity, as the UAE plays a crucial role as a broker in the prisoner exchanges between Kyiv and Moscow. Ukraine has also warned that any deal made in its absence would not be acceptable. France is preparing for an informal meeting on Ukraine in Paris. Leaders from France, Germany, Italy, Britain, Poland, Spain, the Netherlands and Denmark, along with the European Union leadership and the NATO Secretary General, will attend this meeting.
There is a wind of unity blowing over Europe as we perhaps have not felt since the COVID period. Europeans were united last Wednesday in Paris, this weekend in Munich, and on Monday around the President of the Republic.
It is a tense time in Europe, and all eyes are fixed on Riyadh for the peace talks, minus the Ukraine and European Union.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.